So we're gonna have a look at the Pioneer server. Apparently there's some new stuff in there. People told me I would be flabbergasted by what's in there. Okay, so the new event is Golden Expedition. Golden Expedition, what is it? If you guys don't know, if you guys haven't seen it yet. Golden Expedition is an event that lasts a week, so 7 days. With, I think, a war stage that lasts 3 days. Let's have a look. Golden Expedition is a competition between two empires. During the war stage, you can relocate to the opposing empire to earn points through various activities. Battle players from the other side or challenge even bosses. The empire with more points claims the final victory, so I'm assuming after the end of the 3 days of the war stage. So matchmaking stage, just like the Mightiest Empire event. This looks like pretty much the same. Last 24 hours, with the first 8 hours spent finding a good enemy empire for you. So matchmaking stage during the first 8 hours. During this time you can see the event rules, info about both sides, how much time is left and a sneak peek at the rewards. Note that you'll only see some of the rewards at this point. Once your opponent is locked in, you can scout their server. So there will be buy rounds, which I don't like, but you know, it is what it is. So exactly the same as Mightiest Empire event. Cross-border relocation areas. So just like MEE, we can relocate to the enemy server by using cross-border relocation areas and relocation teleports. Each relocation to another empire costs 1 cross-border relocator. When you want to go back to your server, you need to use 1 home server limited relocator. Cross-border cost, I'm assuming it's gonna be, it's gonna be in the shop. During this stage, you'll get even points by participating in the following activities in the opposing server. Gathering resources. So guys, your Diao-chan will be useful. You will be able to farm in the enemy land and gather points for your teammates. So even if you're a farmer and you don't like to fight for some reason, you can just relocate to the enemy, in the enemy land and farm. Enjoy your time there. Defeating tribes, okay. Defeating or seriously wounding enemy troops. So this is actually what is in the Mightiest Empire event. And confronting Golden War elephants. This activity isn't limited to the opposing server only. Okay, so I'm assuming we can also kill our own elephants in our server to prevent the enemy from gathering these points. I'm assuming it's what it is. Cross-border combat. Cross-border battles are considered valid if your troops unit level difference with the enemy's troops is no more than 2 levels. Points are earned by defeating or seriously wounding enemy units in valid battles, or by taking losses yourself in all cross-border battles, with rewards based on unit levels. So this is exactly like the Mightiest Empire event again. If you play with tier 7 and if you're fighting someone that has tier 4 units, you will not get points by killing the tier 4 units. Boss challenges. The boss respawns every 6 hours in both empires. To teleport your troops and confront the boss, your citadel must be on the server where the boss is located. After the boss confrontation is over, your teleported troops will automatically return to your citadel. Okay, you'll get points based on damage dealt to the boss, plus ranking and elimination rewards. Points go straight to your personal points tally, whatever that means, and rewards will be sent by mail. The player who lands the final blow gets extra rewards. This is actually not bad. If you guys know Wonder Contest, right? Wonder Contest, you have big bosses, that gives lots of points if you get the final blow on him. So here this is different. You get points based on your contribution, so you don't get, like, the whole points are not given to the final blow, which I think is good. So you can't get cheesed, really. So if your alliance or if your server deals 75% of the damage, I'm assuming you get 75% of the points to your server. That's how I understand it, based on how it's written. Correct me if I'm wrong for those who have participated already. Boss challenge rewards limit. You can only get a maximum of 5 million points from boss challenges each day, and you can claim boss rewards twice a day. Once you hit these limits, you won't get any more points or rewards. I guess once you've killed your 2 bosses per day, the best thing you can do is prevent the enemy from killing these elephants, so to prevent them from getting points. After the war stage is over, the cross-border areas on both empires' maps will disappear. Okay, but just like MEE, please note that some events can't be opened or won't track progress while you're on another server, okay? And then we have the recovering stage. So what's the maximum amount of recovery rate? They don't say, okay. So just like Mightiest Empire event, once the war stage is over, you have some time to say, like, to heal your troops, ask for assistance, etc. I'm assuming we also get, yeah, we also get these things, recovery tokens. Okay, so we can buy cross-border relocators. What's this currency? Golden Expedition coin. Okay, so we get some rewards from getting points. So this is actually pretty good. They actually give cross-border relocators if you participate. This is actually pretty good. Because, I mean, if you play Mightiest Empire event, you guys know that we are lacking teleports, like relocators every time. So I'm glad they actually give relocators. So how many pouches do we get in total? 370, okay, 370 coins in total. So what are the rewards? 3 medals. Okay. Lacks reward and doesn't give enough coins. Yeah, we'll have a look. I haven't seen the full rewards at the end, like the personal participation. But one thing that's good is you will not actually be dried up using your Empire coins. One thing that pisses me off in Mightiest Empire event is that you have to spend 4k Empire coins to teleport. Like, that's so annoying, man. So here you actually have a pretty decent amount of teleports, and I wish they would do that in the Mightiest Empire event. Okay, so yeah, this is a bit lacking. 3 medals. I mean, I understand it's bi-weekly, but maybe make it 5 or something, you know? I don't know, a bit more, like, come on. What's that? Fit Bulletin? Sovereign of Destiny. When the Sword of Destiny is drawn, supreme glory is promised. The first of the Round Table, the Eternal King, exclusive to King Arthur, displays after limitations. Okay. So... Come on, man. Do we really need this? I mean, it looks cool, right? But people with King Arthur are already stacked, man. Why give them something that gives them 1,800 troop capacity bonus, man? Come on, I mean... Unrivaled Warlord, from heavens high to earth below, who dares to face me, the mightiest foe? Yeah, okay, the same thing, plus 1.25% attack. And we have something with Charlemagne, where the Holy Sword points, legends are recorded, the anthem of the Night Heralds, the Promised Temple. I mean, yeah, what can I say, man? We don't even know how to actually get that, event center, yeah. I mean, do we really need that, man? I mean, I'm not sure, right? It's not necessary, man. Come on. Personal rewards. Okay, so these are... Yeah, okay, so this is what we saw here. These are the personal rewards. So they added it there. They added them here. Okay. So, I mean, it's... Yeah, it's okay. Like 10 relocators each is okay. Boss. Okay, so these are the boss's rewards. Wait. Maybe I'm missing something here. I just realized. So, point rankings per server is like 1 day of training speedups and 6 hours. 400k for extra resources. Cross server, it's like what? 6 days? 6 days of training speedups for the cross server rewards. Personal rewards have no Empire coins, no speedups. The boss rewards 12 hours of training speedups. What? What is this, man? Am I missing something? There's no Empire coins, nothing. And again, I've talked about that before. This is called participation rewards, which means, and maybe you guys will disagree with me, but to me, participation rewards mean that as long as you participate, you should have the same rewards. Why are participation rewards divided in victory and defeat side? As long as you participate, you should have the same rewards. Otherwise, don't call that participation rewards. What is this? Like Mightiest Empire event rewards are so much better, like in the prep stage. I'm legit confused. Okay, let's say you are the greatest. Okay, let's say you are, I don't know. Let's say you're like the greatest fancy karate and you end up first in everything. Okay? Let me grab some notes here. I wouldn't want to miss any of these rewards. So you get, let's say you're the best of the best. You get 2k Empire coins, 10 hours of research speedups, 10 hours of building speedups. Okay, wow, I wouldn't want to miss that. You get... There's nothing here to count. I mean, at least this is nice, okay? This is a good step. Let's find some positive. Plus 30 days. 30 hours of speedups, sorry. So like 12 hours of training. Plus 30 is 42. Wow. That's not even 2 days. And 150 hours of universal speedups. Wow. That is something, right? Reward should be equal to or greater than what it is needed to even participate. To end up using more resources and get good placings. I mean, I wouldn't mind using resources and speedups, but if I were to get something greater in other domains, like I don't mind losing speedups, resources, troops. If I get ring tokens, if I get some gems, if I get some technique points as well, if I get, you know, something that's actually hard to grind. There's no alliance rewards. You are entirely right. Like, I don't care about losing troops, but don't give me 10 hours of training speedups. At least there's no preparation stage, but so you don't have to push, you know, you don't have to push for this event. So I guess you can count that as free rewards, but you still lose you still lose troops. And if you're gonna end up losing troops just to gain 40 hours of training speed, what for? We don't even know if that counts towards Stellar Glory, right? One thing that scares me is that 3 days fighting stage is great, but a single Kraken could use these 3 days to entirely kill your server. The thing is, these rewards are not... They are not attractive enough to motivate people to actually play. Like, if I'm thinking about my free-to-plays and lower spenders, which I already asked to play during Mightiest Empire events, you know? Like, which is logic, you know? I tell my people, look, this is Mightiest Empire event, you can join us, join rallies, do open field, whatever, because you have some rewards at the end of the day, based on alliances as well. But here, what am I going to tell them? Yeah, you should participate and, you know, get nothing. Because they're gonna get this, okay? This is what you get if you participate, basically. You get teleports, which are only used in the event. You get recovery aid, which is useless if you don't participate. And coins, which I guess you can spend. And this you need to, like, okay, you're gonna fight for the boss, and it's, again, it's 6 to 10. Like, there should be 10 to 20, 20 to 30 or something. Like, my free-to-plays and lower spenders are never gonna be in that top 10. Like, okay, this is why it's stupid, okay? A ranking is meant to reward everyone. Obviously, the best should have better rewards, but if you participate and just participate even like, you know, I don't know, if you're like 100, top 100, you should still have something. Otherwise, what's the point of participating? If I'm a 25 million player and most of my alliance is 40 million, why should I even participate? If I'm 100% sure I'm not gonna end up in the rankings anyway, because like, how do you get to the top 10 as the lowest spender? Okay, if you get the assist, you get 10 golden expedition coins and 1 recovery token. But what's that gonna do for you? So you get this, which is basically useless. At least you have a top 100. Basically, if you're free to play or low spender, you will get, let's say you get 20 hours of general speedups. It's not even 1 day of speedups. And if you're like in your server, you'll get like 6 hours of training. Like, what? It's like, I don't know what I'm looking at. Like, I'm gonna be honest. I don't even know what this is. Like, this is surreal for me. So yeah, so there is this, I guess, the store rewards. But the store rewards should not be the main rewards. Like, if you look at if you look at the Mightiest Empire events, the main rewards do not come from this. The main rewards come from having the Imperial City, you have the Alliance rewards, you have the personal rewards, which are amazing. Like, the personal rewards from the Mightiest Empire are actually pretty good if you participate. Like Empire coins, which are very valuable. You can get medals as well. Here there's, this is okay, but this should not be the main event. Like, this is actually greater value than like, this is better than the addition of every reward in here. I'm legit confused. Like, I understand there's no participation phase, no preparation stage, but at least, just like the Mightiest Empire event, have an Alliance reward, an Alliance tab, okay, like personal, Alliance, and then boss and whatever, and increase these rewards per server and for cross-server. This does not encourage participation, I think, at least. I mean, I don't know what you guys think, but I haven't checked something, by the way. I need to see how the points are divided. So, deal 10,000 damage to the event boss to earn 400 points. Okay. Defeat one level 7 enemy unit to earn 75 points. So I'm assuming they mean tier 7, right? I'm assuming they mean tier 7. Lose units, okay. So, I think we definitely have an issue with rewards and events. Definitely. I think we need more rewards. We need to be rewarded. And I told them that earlier. I sent them a message in top contributor chat. I told them players who contribute to the game's life should be rewarded and should feel like they have well earned their hard-fought rewards. Dedication, time and in-game efforts should be rewarded way more than it currently is. I told them that's also why I think we should address VIP points for free-to-play players being removed from daily chests, as it was months ago, and it was never explained to us why it was removed. We hope the collection feature we saw for heroes, so again, if you haven't seen that, Blaine's made a video about that. So we don't know yet if it's gonna stay or not. But basically I told them there are too many attribute buffing mechanics in the game right now, and we don't need more for now. What else? I mean, I think we've pretty much seen everything, right? So I'll jump on my main account for now. I think we've seen pretty much everything of this Pioneer. Okay, it's too bad I missed the elephant, but you know, it is what it is.